Hi, here's this Casablanca S3 fan. This time black blade side facing down. I'm going to start with low. It's controlled by a newer Casablanca VersaTouch, which is also called VersaTouch 1B. It has some same features as VersaTouch 2 that the first VersaTouch didn't have. For example, you turn on the light. At the first setting, you choose any kind of dimming. And you push the light button again. The light starts at bright setting and gradually dims. And you turn on the light again. And I'm going to show the dimming range. And I'm going to push the light button twice. And it goes off. I want to say when it's installed in a museum, it did not have a light bulb installed. So I had to put a light bulb on. It's made in April 11, 2002, and its 161st unit made that day. As some of you know, the original capacitor went bad. However, I put a new capacitor in. I want to say that the new capacitor does not actually fit in the receiver. So I had to stick the wires in one hole on the receiver and have the capacitor outside of the receiver. But at least the upper motor housing can still fit, so it's still fine. I also want to mention that VersaTouch 1B and 2 even have the same frequency and therefore are compatible with each other. In VersaTouch 1B and 2, you program by pushing high, medium, low within 20 seconds after turning on the power, while for first VersaTouch 1 just used a dip switch and receiver and the transmitter. VersaTouch 1B and 2 still have dip switch on the transmitter, just not the receiver. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on medium. I had not tested high with the new capacitor yet, so now I'm going to turn on high. Nope! It's still not going any faster than medium. By the way, April Fools! I pressed medium again, so now I'm going to press high for real this time. Yep. You can see that it's back up to speed. It was around 2 years ago when the capacitor started to go bad. And I remember when it wobbled a lot before the capacitor went bad. And I didn't do anything to balance the blades. So it might have to do with blades being in different order. Or maybe I just made sure that the blades compared to blade arms are mounted exactly the same way and not out of clock at all. I'm going to turn on low, and then I'm going to push reverse. You heard a click. That's the sound of it being reversed. And then I'm going to reverse it back to downdraft. You can see that it doesn't go to high speed, unlike many other Rhine receiver. Yes, this receiver is Rhine. And then I'm going to turn off and push reverse. Yeah, you still heard a click even when the fan's off. That's because the whole thing is inside the receiver and there's no separate reverse module. It's just the receiver, meaning it can still function even when the fan is off. And then I'm going to reverse it and turn it back to high. It actually seems to be going a little faster than it did before when I turned it high the first time in 2015. So maybe the capacitor was already a little bad. And before the capacitor started to go worse, it was spinning about 165 revolutions per minute high, and S3 is listed to spin 180 revolutions per minute high. Now I'm going to turn off and show spin down. Anyways, thanks for watching. Please remember to comment, rate, subscribe.